Welcome back to Gun Reviews and History, the channel where we dive deep into firearms from the past, the present, and sometimes even take a look ahead at what the gun world has to offer. Whether you're here to learn about design, function, or just curious about the next big thing in the shooting community, you're in the right place. So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's talk about one of the most interesting modern pistols out there, the Kel-Tec PMR-30. Now, if you've followed Kel-Tec over the years, you know they've built a reputation for producing firearms that are lightweight, innovative, and sometimes a little ahead of their time. The PMR-30 has been around for quite a while, but the 2026 version has gotten enough updates and refinements that it feels fresh again. This is a pistol chambered in .22 Magnum, which right away makes it stand out because most semi-auto pistols we see in today's market are in calibers like 9mm, .40, or .45 ACP. The .22 WMR gives the PMR-30 a very unique character, balancing low recoil with surprisingly high velocity and energy out of a handgun. The number 30 in PMR-30 refers to its magazine capacity, and that's really the headline feature here. 30 rounds in a flush-fitting magazine is impressive for any pistol, and when you combine that with the lightweight polymer frame, you end up with a firearm that weighs just under 20 ounces unloaded. That's less than many compact 9mm pistols that only hold half the ammo. This makes the PMR-30 an attractive option for people who value capacity and lightweight, especially for camping, hiking, or general outdoor use. One of the things shooters have always loved about this pistol is the ergonomics. The grip is slim considering the double-stack magazine, and the overall profile is easy to manage for different hand sizes. The 2026 production run has tweaked the grip texture slightly, giving it more traction without being overly aggressive. The controls are ambidextrous, with a thumb safety on both sides, and a very smooth, crisp trigger pull that averages around 4 to 5 pounds. That's lighter than many striker-fired pistols on the market today. Accuracy is another highlight of the PMR-30. The fixed barrel and fiber optic sights make it easy to line up targets quickly. The sight radius is generous thanks to the 5-inch barrel, and in .22 Magnum, you're getting a flat shooting round that can reach out further than standard .22 LR. Many owners report being able to comfortably shoot targets at 50 yards and beyond, which is something you wouldn't normally expect from a lightweight polymer pistol. When it comes to performance, reliability has always been a hot topic for the PMR-30. The early generations had some feeding issues with certain types of ammo, especially because .22 Magnum can be a bit finicky in semi-automatic platforms. Kel-Tec has spent years refining the design, and by 2026, most of those problems have been worked out. The gun runs much more reliably now, particularly when using high-quality ammunition. Still, shooters should know that the PMR-30 likes to be kept clean and well lubricated, and it's best paired with jacketed rounds instead of soft lead bullets. Another aspect worth talking about is the muzzle flash. Because .22 Magnum is traditionally designed for rifles, when you shoot it out of a pistol-length barrel, you can get some very bright fireballs. Some shooters find this fun and flashy, while others see it as a potential drawback in low-light situations. Kel-Tec addressed this by offering a threaded barrel option in the newer models, so you can attach a compensator or suppressor to tame that effect if you want to. Now, let's talk about what really matters for a lot of people watching: price. In 2026, the Kel-Tec PMR-30 is generally available in the United States for around $600 to $650, depending on your local market and availability. Some shops might list it a little higher due to demand, since Kel-Tec firearms can sometimes be hard to find, but you can usually expect to see it in that $600 range. For what you're getting, a 30-round lightweight pistol chambered in .22 Magnum, that's considered a pretty fair price. So who exactly is this pistol for? Well, it depends on how you look at it. For people who want a fun range gun, the PMR-30 is hard to beat. It's affordable to shoot compared to larger calibers, it has almost no recoil, and the 30-round capacity means you can spend more time shooting and less time reloading. For outdoorsmen and hikers, the combination of lightweight and high capacity makes it appealing as a trail gun. The .22 Magnum is effective for small game, varmints, and even self-defense in a pinch. That said, while some folks do carry the PMR-30 for personal protection, most people still prefer a larger caliber for defensive purposes. The PMR-30 also appeals to collectors and enthusiasts who just enjoy owning something different. It doesn't look or feel like your average pistol, and Kel-Tec's willingness to take risks with design means you end up with a gun that sparks conversation at the range. It's the kind of firearm that draws attention, not just because of its looks, but because of how unusual its specs are compared to mainstream pistols. Overall, the 2026 Kel-Tec PMR-30 continues to stand out as one of the most unique pistols on the market. With its combination of lightweight design, 30-round capacity, and the fast, flat-shooting .22 Magnum cartridge, it fills a niche that few other guns can match. It might not be for everyone, but if you're looking for something fun, practical in the outdoors, and definitely conversation-worthy, the PMR-30 deserves a spot on your radar. That wraps up today's review. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see more firearm reviews, history deep dives, and honest opinions about the guns we all love, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Gun Reviews and History. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.